Hey, comic book fans, Blue Goblin here with something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to do another two-part episode. Okay. Massive week for comic books. I picked up 10 books this week. And in part one, we're going to look at 3 DC books, 2 Marvel books. And in part two, we're going to take a look at 5 Marvel books. So let's get started here. Okay, make sure it's the right pile. Okay. Part 1, we're going to start things off with Dark Reign Fantastic Four, number 5 of 5. I got to tell you, this is how a Fantastic Four book should be done. Somebody needs to tell that to Mark Millar. Hey, Mark, Jonathan Hickman did a much better job than you did. I'm sorry. But this was incredible. You know, I really just wanted this to be in the regular Fantastic Four book, but I'm getting a treat, and every Fantastic Four fan is going to get a treat. Jonathan Hickman, after Millar is done with his run, we're going to get a solid run from Jonathan Hickman on the regular Fantastic Four book, and I can't wait for that. And we get a nice little preview of his first Fantastic Four book in the regular series, and it looks very impressive. Can't wait to get it. But that was definitely worth your money. It's only $2.99. It's very good stuff. Now, forgive me if I seem to nod off and look up because my TV is on, and right now Friday Night SmackDown is fixing to start. So bear with me. I might nod off every once in a while. Next up, Dark Wolverine, issue number 76. I gotta tell you, I was very impressed with this. I didn't really have that much expectations for, you know, Dakin, whatever the hell you want to call him. You know, Wolverine's son. That's basically what we're calling him. And it's just, I didn't really have that high expectations for him, and I was pleasantly impressed. It was very nicely done. I like the way Daniel Way writes this series. My only gripe with it is, why does it have to be in the regular Wolverine continuity? Why couldn't it be its own separate miniseries like Dark Reign, Mr. Negative, Dark Reign the Hood, Dark Reign this, Dark Reign that, Dark Reign this, Dark Reign that? You know, it's got to be in the regular Wolverine book. That's really the only problem I have with the book. But all in all, it's very nice. I was pleasantly impressed, and I loved the ending. The ending was kick-ass. Now let's look at our 3 DC books. First up, Gotham City Sirens, number 2. Can we say Harley, Ivy, and Paul Dini? Oh, yeah. This, I got to admit, wasn't as good as issue number 1 was. Issue 1 was way better than this one, but it's still very nicely done. Very nicely done. I love Paul Dini's writing. Gillen March does pretty good artwork, and dear DC, did we miss something? When the hell did Hush get out of his captivity? Maybe that will be explained to us later down the line, because Hush is apparently out and parading around as Bruce Wayne, but I must have missed something because I sure as hell don't know when he got out. If somebody knows, if anybody watching this video knows how Hush got out, please let me know, because I obviously missed it. Now, I'm sure the 2 DC books that you're pretty much already knowing that I'm going to review. Let's start with Blackest Night Tales of the Core, number 2. Now, yes, I wanted to review issue number 1 on my last blog, but something happened with my goddamn webcam, and it got all choppy. And I was lucky to get the blog that was uploaded last week. I was lucky to get it like that. And Guido5595, I think he was the one that pointed it out. Yes, I did review Tales of the Core number 1 on my last blog, but it was so choppy, and I did my second take, and I actually forgot to review it. And I gave it a good grade. Tales of the Core number 1 was awesome, but it's already packed away in the box, so I'm not fixing to dig it out. But this was very, very good. I loved the Star Sapphire story. I loved the Bleeze story. Oh, man, the Red Lantern story at the beginning just kicked ass. Agent Orange was okay. It was good, but it's Jeff Johns and Peter Tomasi working on a single book. Great stuff. Definitely worth your money. Yeah. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green Lantern number 44, damn straight. Now, when I was picking this book up and I was already thumbing through it before I bought it, I knew I was going to buy it. It's great stuff here. It tells the story of what's going on with Martian Manhunter after his so-called resurrection, and from Blackest Night number 1, it picks up at that point in the story. And it's very nicely told, very well done. IGN gave it a good review. Pretty much agree with it, almost everything they said. Great stuff here. And I was talking with Ken Jackson from Arkham Comics, guy who owns the comic book shop where I shop at, and he said, you know, Jeff Johnson's such a good writer, he could write a story about Batman taking a shit, and it would seem like a good read. It's just incredible. I love it. Blackest Night, still going on strong. Going on strong. Very, very, very good. God damn, is it good. Well, that's it for part 1, everybody. So until part 2 comes along, I'll see you later.